All right, let's talk about it. Now, everybody's already saying TikTok's getting banned, blah, blah, blah. Links in the bio, blah, blah, blah. I got a link tree. I started downloading all my content. You're hearing it millions of times over. And we're basically all over, like, yep, it's happening. And for the most part, a lot of people are talking about how this infringes on our First Amendment rights of speech, how this could be a security risk. There's lots of arguments. There's lots of people saying, hey, go here, go there. But let me say my due diligence because this may or may not be some of my last few videos. I want you to think about the movie Inception, okay? Excellent movie. But you understand the premise of, like, you can't just plant an idea, right? Like, it can't be you're right out there and say, like, hey, this is what it is. No, what you got to do is you kind of have to push one way or the other, make them come up with their own conclusions, right? I think that's happening on all sides of this, and I'll explain a little bit more. I think our political figures are watching TikTok and seeing how much negativity there is for the institutions that have been there for many, many years. They see it and they're like, no, we can't have this. This is obviously a problem. But they're looking at it from a lens of, oh, people surely can't feel this way. They're being influenced. Excuse me. They're getting pushed in this direction. I don't think we are. I think we are all feeling it. Whether you're on the left side, the right side, somewhere in the middle, you're all feeling, hey, y'all have been messing us around for years. Like, we're over it. So they're looking at it as, oh, they're getting influenced by China to actually feel this way. I don't think it is that. On the same side of the token, maybe they are. Maybe they're collectively being clever enough to push people to feel a little bit more angst toward their current institutions. And that's not right either. That's not a good look either. But at the same time, I don't think they had to push very hard. Like, they didn't have to do out of their way to make you feel angry about our current living situations, how everything's kind of going, because the moment that our Congress and our government got put in that position to say, hey, we're having some problems, the only thing that they were able to pass collectively, easily, without any pushback, was a ban on an app that we all used and kind of fell in love with after COVID because you isolated us and we had no other way of reaching out to one another. Like, I hope you understand, like, that plays a pivotal part in this whole app. We all had to quarantine. Some of us were essential workers, some of us weren't. And the only way that we could kind of get that social interaction was because we had TikTok and we kind of gravitated towards it. For the most part, I was on Facebook for most of the time, and then I got tired of watching TikToks on Facebook. So I was like, well, let me just go to the source and see what it's like. And that's where my 2-year venture into TikTok started. But I digress. Think of this as Inception, really. The whole concept of the movie, like, you can't plant a specific idea, but you can influence and push people in a certain direction to make their own decisions. And I think that's the scary thing about social media. That's a true thing. You can show someone enough of the negativity to make them feel negative too. It's a vibe. The whole thing is a vibe, and if everyone's in a negative vibe, then you start feeling that negative vibe. You feel jaded against. And yeah, so keep that in mind wherever we end up after this. Just as a side note, if you're watching this, I have, like I said, created a link tree. I will probably be posting on YouTube. I'll probably do more long format because that's where it's at, and hopefully I can kind of get more of the pole barn build out there. But of course, I've got all of 9 subscribers right now, so big hope in there. But either way, I'm gonna miss all you. This has been fun. I've been on here for a short period of time. I've enjoyed doing the duets and the stitches and the comments and going back and forth. I did not love the whole getting blocked out of the algorithm for whatever reason it may be, but I've enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too. And maybe I'll see you somewhere else. I am looking at the Neptune app, of course. Hasn't started yet. It's just beta testers coming up, so there's that. I'll do YouTube. I'm not going to Instagram. Not happening. Sorry. The whole Mark Zuckerberg lobbying X amount of dollars towards getting this to happen, mind you, to one particular entity. There's plenty of other entities out there. If this was a law that said, hey, we need foreign divestiture from all apps, okay, you know what? It's a fair and equal platform. But no, I've never seen a law so particular pointed, like, no, not this one right here. We were getting rid of that one. We don't care. We're not looking at the other ones. This one right here. So that's Lemonade, that's CapCut, that's TikTok. Like, so if you wouldn't mind, go to my bio. I have a whole list. I even have my This Old Outhouse email on there. If you want to keep in touch, please check it out. Look it out. If not, hopefully I'll see you around. Maybe I'll pop back up again somewhere else. But yeah, I think this is the last brouhaha, and I'll probably do a bonfire and say goodnight on January 18th. So, all right, guys. Well, it's been fun, and hopefully I get to see you again. I appreciate all your love and support, and hopefully I can make you laugh another day, just somewhere else. From This Old Outhouse. Bye, y'all.